What's up, guys? Back at the Lights On podcast
Hi guys.
with Brian and Tian. My name's Tian. Her name's Brian. We're on episode 5. 5. That's crazy.
I know.
Fucking 5 episodes already.
It's been a good journey, hasn't it, Brian?
Yeah, mad journey. What did you want to talk about? You were
I
like
really want to discuss procrastination.
procrastination.
Yeah.
All right. What about
Well,
procrastination?
I just kind of wanted your perspective on it because I feel like I'm someone that struggles with procrastination, and apparently, from what I've discovered, it's actually trauma response. So, because apparently people or children who have grown up in unpredictable households can never kind of plan for the future because it's so unpredictable and you can't foresee what's about to happen in your environment. You don't know what your primary caregiver's mood's going to be when you get home from school. So that's what I've discovered where it stems from. Is it something that you've ever struggled with, or
Procrastination? Yeah, heaps. I'd have goals, and I just would not do it for the longest time. My own company, like I remember when I thought of starting it, and I got my ABN registered, I got my ACN, went through all of that process, and I just did not touch the company for like months. Like even, or not so much now, something I don't have to worry about anymore. But leading up to where I am today with my business, I used to just do a bit of work and then wait weeks, months, and do a tiny bit. I'd have like good runs and I'd stop, and good runs and I'd stop.
So how have you kind of overcome that?
I started tracking. I started tracking it. So I'll track my time spent on things. So I'll allocate a certain amount of time for a project. At the moment, I'm doing 4 hours a day working on my company. I work 8 hours. I allocate another 2 hours for reading. And yeah, I think I talked about this last podcast. I remember.
Yeah, but it's not really for them. I just kind of
Yeah.
I just want to kind of know for myself because it's something I've struggled with my whole life, and I'm just in a stage of life where I really feel like I want to progress. I want to be able to birth the things into reality, that everything's up here. But it's just like I think that when I look at a task, I just get this sense of
Anxiety.
overwhelmment.
Yeah.
Like it just looks so big. It looks like this huge fucking mountain that I need to scale, and then it's just easier for me just to stay at the bottom of the hill. So it's really interesting when you meet someone that, you just seem like, I feel like I have a really, at this point in time, I'm struggling with, you could say it's a lack mentality, but I'm struggling with the hours during the day. Like I'm finding like I don't have enough hours in the day to fulfill everything that I need to. Whereas I look at you and you're just constantly go. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's getting less sleep. And then how is he functioning in the next day and still accomplishing all these things? Like I just think it's really interesting. So whatever advice you can give me, please. I really need it.
There's like 3 main things I'd say. The one is mental health or like feeling of tiredness. It is to be go all the time. You kind of need a solid reason to why you want it. The second thing is when you do have like such a big task to accomplish, you have to split it into smaller tasks and then just focus on them. Like you can't really focus on that big thing. You have to focus on, oh, what am I going to do today? What am I doing tomorrow? And then because so I've literally mapped out everything that I need to do to get to where I want.
Yeah.
And then I also allocated enough time. Some tasks I know will take days, some tasks I know will take weeks. So I give myself adequate enough time. You can do whatever time frame you want. And then I will get those things done and I will have those deadlines. It's like doing an assignment. Most of the time, it feels like I'm doing an assignment. Last day, I like pump everything out in the night.
Yeah.
Where I gave myself 3 days to do it, but you kind of only have yourself to hold accountable for it. The last thing is, all of this only came because of when I went to Surfers Paradise. So I kind of had that experience or catalyst that made me want this more than I want anything else.
Okay.
So I just make time for it.
What was the catalyst exactly? Was it just seeing people living the lifestyle that you you kind of want to lead, or?
No, I remember the moment because I full cancelled my Japan trip like
Yeah, I
then and there.
remember when you
Eh?
told me that, I was like, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So I was meant to go to Japan for like 2 weeks. I full cancelled that trip while I was at Surfers Paradise for a festival where Young Philly was active.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but it was, I remember I was in the crowd and then I seen Philly on stage, funny enough. And then I remember I was looking around and I was like, every performer that goes on stage, they're all humans just like the rest of us. Why am I down here and not up there? If I wanted to, if I really wanted to, I could be up there like just talking to all of those guys, hanging out with them, chilling, living their life. But no, I'm down here like, what's the difference? What's going on here? And I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna devote the next. And the week before, I listened to a guy called Brandon Carter. Shout out again, and he was saying that he has a friend who withdrew like he has a friend who like for 6 months he did not see him. Like he would invite him out, all his other friends would invite him out to hang out or go play basketball or go to the beach, do fun things, and he just ghosted everyone for 6 months. Then after that 6 months he came back with like 100K. And the Brandon Carter was like, how the fuck did you get this much money in 6 months? Like that is unheard of. So his friends started teaching him how to do everything, and then together they just ghosted everyone for a year, and then built themselves up into maybe not millionaire status yet, but very close to. And then in the next future years, they became millionaires. And I was like,
But
fuck,
do they have
true.
full-time jobs whilst they're doing that, or are they just putting all of their focus and time and investing it into what they're creating?
Yeah, so in that story, it was they did have full-time jobs. So I think he was working. Fuck, I think I got the names mixed up in the story. But the guy in the story who like ghosted everyone, he was working, but at the same time he'd use his free time. So instead of hanging out with people, he would be learning about credit. That's how he like got that 100K. He leveraged heaps of credit, built his credit score up to get different credit cards on 0% interest. This is in America. I don't think it's as easy to do in Australia. And then gained 100K capital on his different credit cards, like in total.
Okay.
And then they just kept going that way. And then now they teach businesses how to gain capital that they need, and then they sell them that. And
Yeah.
that's how they structured their business.
Interesting. I don't know. Because I'm not very social.
Yeah,
I'm probably actually what I would consider an antisocial person,
yeah,
even though I'm very good in social situations.
yeah,
But in my daily life, I spend majority of my time alone.
yeah,
If I'm not at work, I'm pretty much exclusively alone.
yeah,
I don't really actively engage in social situations,
yeah,
like as in going to parties or going out for dinner or spending a lot of time with friends. Very kind of scattered. I have a very small social circle, and that's
yeah,
where I like it.
yeah,
But even so, I still feel like all of my attention is just constantly drawn to kind of physical reality activities. So when I say that, I mean it's like fucking
playing Sims for
cleaning.
5 hours.
No, bro. I haven't even had time to play Sims, and I fucking love Sims.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm dying for. I just want have no free time to even invest in like a hobby. Struggling to go to the gym just because I'm like, well, fuck, like gym's a priority, but then I've got a list of other things that are taking top priority at the moment as well. And I don't know if it's just because I've moved in the last month or 6 weeks, however long it's been, but yeah, I'm just like really, really struggling to, I think, maybe find balance in my life again. And I've come from a situation where I had an overabundance of free time, and it has been like that for years.
Yeah,
Because that's the way I've designed my life, and I like that. Like, I like a slow kind of paced life where I ease into things, whereas now it's just like I'm bombarded with things. There's people always wanting my attention. There's tasks that are always wanting my attention. Work is just kind of crazy at the moment. So like, I feel like I'm putting a lot of investment in that too.
yeah,
So I think like my main question is, because I know, we work together. So I know that you're working the same amount as me, if not more. And you are also, doing this podcast together. Brian's doing all the editing. He's amazing, and I actually feel really guilty because I'm not really doing much on that side of things. He's also in the process of like doing his business and his training every single day. You train every day, don't you? Yeah, trains every day. I'm like, fuck me, like, what's the secret? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I suppose, like, when you're at home, though, like, do you have to do many of the household stuff? Or, like, you know, do you do the grocery shopping? Do you do the whole house cleaning? Are you doing yard maintenance? Are you...
No, I don't
Yeah,
do
right.
that.
So maybe that's a big chunk that's kind of really taking... I don't know, man. I'm struggling with it. I need to get, like, a fucking personal assistant or something.
If I was to do the housework, I'd just allocate time. Like everything's on my calendar, eh? So I don't have to worry.
So you'll just, like, eat into your sleep, hey?
No, because sleep's important.
That's
Sleep
what
will
I
fuck
mean.
you
Like,
up.
I need 8
So
hours.
I've got 8 hours chunked out for sleep, but I don't use it.
So in
But
that
it's still there.
so let's just break down let's just break down the 16 hours that you have free for tomorrow, for example.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see how you're allocating that.
16 hours for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll probably pull this up there. So
Yeah, so like what, you just like, I just see you running around like an Energizer bunny. Like,
that's it.
no time to stop. Got to get on to my next task.
Nah, literally, like that's how my life is at the moment, eh?
And you're not burning out.
No, because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So when you track things like this, and you have a track record of like just hitting everything, 2.5 weeks, I've gotten more work done than I probably have in 3 months
Yeah.
just by religiously sticking to this.
Mm.
And it's all, I don't know, it's fun, eh? It's like you're
Wow.
playing a video game, like you're just like doing the next mission and the next, like the type of dopamine you get from like ticking these things off is so different to like playing or watching TikTok or doing anything else. And because my life is so structured around learning, all the information I intake is like telling me or like making it so it's normalizing this type of work ethic. Because all the rich people that I do watch, they live like this too. All the
Okay.
millionaires.
So
So
essentially
to
you're
me,
just
it's
in
like normal ways.
yeah.
Self hypnosis.
And you're like in the process of like creating new neural pathways and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
every
yeah.
time you check one of those off, it's just kind of what's the word?
Reinforcing.
Reinforcing that neural pathway. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. So I've just kind of maybe I'll take a page out of your book and I'll...
For you specifically, I feel like you will stress. I've explained this to you before, but
What?
like because I'm so focused on everything here at work, I just don't get stressed.
No, I took a page out of your book
Yeah.
yesterday. That's what I like. So I'm big on doing. I don't know if you believe in this, but I'm if you understand quantum physics, you understand that everything at its core is energy. So
Yeah.
when people say protect your energy, you know, we're all a part of the same quantum field. Now, this isn't just rubbish. This is actually proven science. So I used to, before work and even before I got into our type of work, which, by the way, for everyone out there, is mental health. So, but even before I got into mental health, I would do a protection meditation, especially if I was coming in contact with random people from the public, which I always have, kind of thing, because I've mostly done customer service. So I religiously did that, and I religiously did that for the first maybe 6 months of being in the role that we're in now, and then I kind of just stopped. So yesterday I was like, nah, I'm doing it, especially working with the person that I was working with. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I noticed a heaps different way of feeling than I have been for the last couple of months. So I kind of just felt like I wasn't taking anything on board, felt like I wasn't really investing anything as well.
Yeah.
I did walk out tired because I stayed back like an extra hour and a half, but I did notice a heaps big difference. And I was really thinking about what you were saying before to me. I was like thinking about that during times throughout yesterday's shift. So yeah, no, I am trying to take that on board, kind of thing. I think as well, empathy fatigue or empathy burnout is a real thing, and I am naturally quite an empathetic person, but I think the biggest lesson that I've learned from this experience is that you don't always need to tune into people's energy, and that's essentially what you're doing when you empathize with someone. You're kind of you're taking their energy and you're tuning into it. So if you're tuning into someone who's depressed, you're kind of focusing your energy on that, and then you're going to start feeling depressed. So I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. And especially if I'm going to be opening up my own counseling business, I need to make sure that I'm healthy and I'm stable, and I can assist someone without fully tuning. I can understand someone. I've had enough life experiences throughout my own personal life to understand someone's pain logically
Yeah.
without tuning into it emotionally. So yeah, I have learned from it, but yeah, it's just, I think I'm just really burnt out and tired at the moment. I need a holiday.
Yeah, time for a holiday.
Mm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's good to look after yourself as well. So I am a big, even though I am go 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 all the time, I also do have that mindset that it's not for everyone.
Yeah, but I mean, you just had a holiday like fucking 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
You've only been
exactly.
go, 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 go for 3 weeks. I've had 3 days off in a year,
Yeah,
like
true.
maybe even longer, and I've been go, 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 go.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
I also believe, yeah, you don't need rest day. I actually
I
don't think.
think no. I think it's about balance. It's just like night and day. That's like saying we don't need night. We can just have 24 hours a day, and we can just go, 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 go for the
Yeah,
entire 24 hours.
I reckon you
There's a
can,
reason
eh?
why the universe is set up like
I
that.
reckon you can.
Pardon?
24 hours, I reckon you can, eh? Just go all the time. If you want to push through it, like, obviously you need sleep. Sleep is important. But when you're not asleep, I reckon you can just push past it.
Yeah, but we sort out things in our subconscious during sleep that we are unable to do during our waking day.
Yeah.
So there is a reason why we need it, and there is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
reason why
yeah.
they say that 8 hours is required for the
Yeah,
human
yeah.
body to
That's why I've
remain in a
also
state of
got 8 hours
homeostasis.
chunked in.
Yeah,
That's like heaps important.
yeah. I don't know. I'm a big believer that you do need to rest. I think it's very important. I think that in this modern day and age, I think that a lot of people neglect the importance of doing no thing, because a lot of people can't just sit there and be with themselves. They're always got to distract themselves in
Yeah.
one way or another. So I think it's very important to be able to sit there and not engage in anything. Just be able to sit there for an hour or so. I do it at the beach. I love the beach. The beach is my happy place.
Yeah.
And I had 2 hours the other day, so that was okay. I don't feel fully recharged, but I think it's very important.
Actually, hold up. Oh, jokes.
What's that? Oh, you vape. But I heard something really interesting the other day, which kind of really tripped me out, and it's vastly off topic, but just going back to like how you're really motivated to achieve your goals and stuff at the moment. Um, and it was like, our dreams and desires that we have in our minds are actually the memories of our future self.
I had a dream last night that I bought a $72,000 Mustang. Eh? Yeah, I was gonna bring
Really?
it up because I remember I was dreamt about it, and then I was like, "Wait, I'm dreaming about this shit." Like,
Yeah.
also straight after Surfers, I had a dream that I was hanging out with Chunks in Philly.
Wow.
Like I knew my subconscious was on my side when it comes to getting this work done.
Yeah, and you
So
must
that
have
was
known that Philly was going to get out of jail.
yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Mad supporter, young
Yeah.
fiddler.
Well, you're definitely going to have to go to the UK, because I doubt he's ever going to set foot back in Australia now
Yeah,
after
no,
that.
no chance,
That poor thing,
no chance.
honestly. But like how much of a trip out that is, and it's just like and it also said that like those intuitive nudges that we get are actually just our future self saying, all right, yeah, it's in this direction. Like I'm already here. Just come this
Yeah,
way.
no, my dream was so realistic. It was
Really?
like I had $1,000 left to pay off for this car, and then I went to the bank to get a loan, and I had a mad because I could check my credit score last week.
Yeah.
I've got an amazing credit score, and like the banks just approved that loan, and then this started like popping off, which is meeting 3 potential clients tomorrow
Wow.
morning. And then I was like, oh, true. And then I was like, I got the capital for it. I just signed the paperwork and start the payments. And the
Mm,
payments didn't even eat into anything.
what the
So I was
heck?
actually gonna look into making that purchase.
You so should. Yeah.
Yeah. As after these clients as well. But I full believe I'm weeks, if not, or months, if not weeks away
Yeah.
to making that purchase. And I was like cheering.
Do you really want to invest that money in a car though? Wouldn't you prefer to start saving for a house?
Yeah, because that's one of the goals I've got on here.
Yeah.
Like I wrote down all the goals I had. So that specific car and model. So it's here, 100K, YouTube. It's right there.
Do they even produce new Mustangs anymore?
I don't know. I don't really care. I picked out the model and whatever I wanted, and it's on here, like established post purchase financial plan, research dealerships, pick financial or leasing, arrange pre purchase inspection. Everything's on there.
Wow.
Like yeah, literally. So I
Wow.
was gonna get on that,
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? If that's your dream.
but no house. I don't believe in owning a house.
I'm a bit the same if I'm being honest with you, but I kind of changed my mind a little bit after going through the rental process to get this place. Fuck me, it was intense.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
you rock up to a viewing and there's like 30 or 40 people for this one house
Yeah,
because there's a rental crisis. I'm paying almost $200 extra a week than I was in my old place.
that's
Obviously,
gonna
this place
hurt.
is nicer, it's bigger. I totally understand that. But yeah, after that experience, I was like, I don't want to do that again.
Like I believe in renting out homes, but I'll
For an
probably
investment.
live in an apartment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
like apartments
or
better.
like what's that like at the top story, like the big ones?
Penthouse.
Yeah, a penthouse. I live in a penthouse, and then I'll rent out houses.
Yeah. So you'd
Yeah,
own
yeah,
a
yeah,
penthouse though?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I own the
yeah.
penthouse and live in that penthouse. Or I will be traveling for a while for the next few years, so I won't probably live or in anything
Yeah.
because I'll be on my suitcase.
Well, my plan is just to buy a block of land. I wouldn't mind like a rural type setting, but I also want to live near the beach.
Yeah,
But I just want to go completely off the grid. I want to, and I think everyone realistically should be doing this because I want to stop giving so much power to the governments. Like
why? But why do you
why?
care about what the government's
No, it's not even about the governments, it's about self-empowerment. It's
self
about creating a
empowerment?
new world. So, I mean, the current structure, it's not about the governments per se, it's about the current structure of the world that we live in.
Yeah,
And we have a lack of awareness and a lack of control, and we don't even realize it. We're eating food that's full of chemicals that who knows what it's doing to our body. It's causing dis-ease, that's 100%. And then we're becoming reliant on the medical industry and the pharmaceutical industry that are not trying to assist us in healing ourselves. They're making us consumers and customers.
yeah.
The produce that we're eating is just absolute shit. No one eats whole foods anymore. It's just there's too much convenience in the world, so we just go to the shop and then we buy something that was made by a food scientist, someone that's creating fucking food in a laboratory, and then we're ingesting it.
So you're gonna like hunt?
No. I want to grow all of my own fruits and veggies. I want to have my own animals. So I'll probably mostly eat chicken because they're the easiest to kill, probably, as
Yeah,
bad as that sounds. I want to have access to like somewhere to fish so I can get my own fish and things like that. I think it's living more harmoniously within our ecosystem.
you remind me of someone.
Who?
There's a girl I've seen her on TikTok, and she literally does all of that. Like just
Yeah.
mad retreat, goes away from nature, does everything naturally.
And kind of just like tuning out of the rat race. Like, I have never really felt like I've always struggled. Let's just say I've always struggled living within this structure. I always
Yeah,
feel like I'm trying to force myself to mold into this structure, and I've never felt like I fit in. And I don't mean just socially. I don't feel like I fit in socially, and that's fine.
yeah, you don't.
But
Yeah,
no, I don't. And I like others might like I think when I tell other people that they're quite shocked because I am very good in social situations because I've learnt to be. I was super shy when I was a kid. I wouldn't do anything
same,
alone. Like I was deathly afraid of any type of social interaction. But I've
same.
learned to overcome that and I'm really good in them now and that's fine. But in everything, like I just feel like this particular structure that the world currently is in is fucking soul sucking. Like, it's
Really?
soul sucking. Yeah, 100%. It's just like go, go, go. Rat race, rat race, rat race. You need to achieve, you need to achieve, you need to produce, you need to produce. Consume, consume, consume.
Yeah, I see
And it's
that.
just like, fuck me. Like, I just want to kind of
Chill out.
I just want to live in the moment. And I feel like when you're growing your own produce, you're kind of tinkering around the house kind of thing, you're really kind of in that moment.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about the future. You're not really reflecting on the past. You're just kind of living in the moment. And that's what I really want to do. And I really want to make my house out of hempcrete. Hempcrete. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So it's a type of, or I can't even really call it a concrete. It's a building material that's derived from hemp.
Yeah.
So hemp's completely sustainable. It's derived from hemp. The average house lasts from average modern day house lasts between 50 to 100 years using the traditional standards of whatever you like, building materials.
Yeah.
Whereas hempcrete usually will last from 300 to 500 years.
So your kids and your kids' kids will live there as well.
Well, if they want to, they can. Yeah. But I just think for the environment, it's a lot more sustainable.
True.
And I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% on this, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure as well the hempcrete creates its own insulation as well. So you don't need to, hempcrete's more expensive, but when you take out the fact that you don't need to put insulation in, it's actually better. So
true.
Yeah, so that's my dream anyway. So I think, and then obviously harvest my own energy because we have an abundance of energy around us, but we're fucking being sold it. Obviously, I have my own water as well. Same thing. They're selling us water. It's free and in an abundance. Have my own food. It'd just be amazing. It just sounds chill. Like, how nice would that be? That's what I want to create. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True,
I used to think when I was younger, I would be like, oh, I want a mansion, I want all this. But yeah, priorities have changed. So
True.
yeah.
You want peace.
I want peace.
Peace and happiness.
Yes. Yes, 100%.
Existing.
And to be left alone.
Like this. Left
to
alone.
be left alone. No one fucking
Chill
bugging
out. No more.
me. No bills coming in every month.
No bills.
No bills.
Yeah, why don't you get rich enough so you don't even look at the bills?
Because
why don't you create systems which just support you?
Yeah, but
doesn't have to be business, can be stocks, real estate.
Because I'm not interested in this current.
And then
how do I say this? This system is unsustainable, and this system is in the current process of breaking down, and that includes everything that's within it. That includes the financial industry. So I'm more so preparing for the future system that is going to be in the process, which is currently in the process of being implemented. But it looks chaotic now. Like, look at America. Look at all of these big countries. Like, the world looks like it's in a state of chaos right now.
That's so weird because I don't see it, eh?
Really?
Nah, I see nothing but bliss and happiness.
Oh, and I'm not saying that there's no bliss or happiness, but I'm just saying that...
I don't see the world as tearing down. I'm seeing, straight stock markets doing better than ever. Information is easily accessible. AI is making everything so easy.
I love AI, yeah.
I'm just seeing the benefits on benefits, eh? I don't really see the world crashing down. Obviously, I don't follow politics or world figures or anything like that.
Or world news? You watch world news?
I don't watch any news.
Yeah.
Zero.
Well, yeah. In the external world, there is a lot going on at the moment. But once again, I think it's reflective of the internal structures within everyone that are currently coming down. Now, you're in a bliss state. I need to get...
Bro, I'm living life.
Yeah.
I was telling my dad last night, I was like, this is amazing. This is the happiest I've ever been. It's three weeks of non-stop work, but I've never felt so good in my life. I was like, and he's like, oh, are you getting tired because you're not sleeping much? I was like, no. I'm like, this is the best. It's like everything I've ever wanted is right in my reach. Yeah. And it's
So what, you aren't getting the 8 hours that you just said?
No, I'm not.
Bro. I was going to say.
It's in there, bro.
This guy, yeah.
It's in there. I do understand sleep's important, but I don't know, I just can't sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how you would doing everything in 16 hours, not even 16 hours is 8 hours, because if you have a work day. Yeah, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Please comment and subscribe, and peace.